Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. I am so excited because this is going to be the first video in a new series on my channel. I am just crossing my fingers that you guys love this series idea as much as I do, because I am so excited to have a new idea for my channel, because I've mentioned this a little bit before, but I feel like I used most of my new creative ideas in Vlogmas, and so I've been on kind of a rush trying to think about new content ideas. So if you notice our newest decor piece, this is specifically for this series, and that is the Paris jar. So today I went through and I added a whole ton of papers, which reminds me that I'm missing one. Let me go grab another one. Okay, so I got my newest one. I'm gonna finish writing it. This is going to be the center column of the Nomad Iceland palette. So, can you guys guess what is going on here? I wrote down a whole bunch of different topics. I'm gonna overlay some footage here of me putting them all into the jar, just so that you can see what a few of the topics are. I'm hoping that this will kind of get you guys excited for this series. And yes, so I'm just filling out a ton of these little cards. I think this one that I'm adding now is maybe number 24 or something. So yes, the point of this video series is that we're going to be doing a get ready series with me, a get ready with me series, where we have these random topics on these pink slips of paper, and at random when I film these videos, I'm going to draw one on camera, and then I have to follow whatever the prompt is for the look. I'm so excited about this specifically because there are so many different topics like graphic liner that I love to try out, but that sometimes I talk myself out of because I'm not very good at it. I don't do it a lot. Like a black eyeshadow. It's specifically, let me show you guys. I have been really wanting to use this black eyeshadow from my REM palette, this shimmery one on the end. And I always talk myself out of it. So this is just a way for me to push myself out of my comfort zone. There are a couple easier ones in here, like a cool tone look, a brown winged liner, but this is just so many different little styles, and I am so excited about this. And the one that I just added, that was the center column of the Nomad Iceland palette, was actually suggested by one of you guys. You commented on a previous video of mine saying, you're waiting for me to use this column that I always talk about, how I never use this column from this palette. So I added that in as well, because this is something that I really want to be inclusive with you guys. So if there's ever a video idea or something along the lines of this, you want to see me try a black liquid lipstick or something like that, I will add it into this jar, and then we'll just see where it goes. So I really hope that you guys are so excited about this series. I know that this is a super long intro, but this is the intro episode to this series, so I feel like it's okay. But we are going to jump into the first topic. So I'm just going to move them all around. I guess I'll shake them up because I just put them in here. Try and stir them around a little bit. They're all the exact same, so I have no idea, okay? I really don't know which one I'm gonna draw. So, also, I've had this jar for a while and I've never had a purpose for it, so this seems just very fitting. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm going to dinner after this, so I'm this could go really well or be a little interesting. Okay, so the first one, I'll let you guys see it first. You guys saw how much I mixed those up, right? And then I went all around in it. Okay, so Stacy, you're the one that suggested this, and episode 1 is literally just for you. So, okay, I'm gonna wear red eyeshadow to dinner, I guess. I did really not want to get that one. Like I said, I've been putting off this look. But immediately I'm kind of thinking of a more wearable way that I can use these shadows, because holy cow, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about what if I did a winged liner with these shades? I mean, I feel like that's not cheating, right? That's a way to wear it, because I feel like the typical way would have just been to put this on the crease, this on the outer corner, and maybe this on the lid. I'm gonna do the winged liner though. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes. Wow, oh wow. I really did not think I was gonna get this one. The jar has spoken, okay? This is what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna have to accept it. I'm gonna start with the eyes. So I'm gonna use my Ulta matte eye primer. When I do a like bold liner look, I really like to do the eyes first because it's so much easier to sharpen up the edge when you do that. And then I'm actually just gonna use my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder to set down the lids because I really just want to put those colors on as a liner. So I just kind of wanted to use the eyeshadow base to cancel out my veins, kind of give me like a nice blank canvas so that the focal point really is the eyeliner. Let's just jump into it before I can second guess myself, because every time I've thought about this column, the liner look has never come into my brain, so I'm just gonna run with it. I'm gonna start out with the shade Hecla, which is the like light kind of, what'd you call this? It's like a mustard orange. Like it's not yellow. It's just, I don't know, it's very unique. So I'm gonna start with this shade, and I want to put this on the like first half of the liner look. I brought you guys in a little bit closer so that hopefully you can see my eye look a little bit better. This is actually a really, really pretty tone. Actually, Jessica from Jessica Corch on YouTube, she just did a palette bingo with this video, and she had this color, and I really liked the way that she used that shade. So I'm gonna link her palette bingo video down below because I think that kind of gave me the idea on the placement of this shadow. It's a little bit different. I don't want to ruin her look, so, or like the surprise of her look. So definitely go check out her video because it really did inspire me on how to use shades differently, because I would have never thought, like the way that she paired her shades, I wouldn't have thought to do that. Okay, so for Muspelheim, I'm going to use the same brush, and then surprise, surprise, I'm going to put this on the outer half of the liner. I feel like this is actually a really, really pretty look for the fall. It's spring, it's okay. Okay, I actually really like these shades on the lash line. Okay, I'm happy with this. The question is, do I put red, like shimmery red, as the wing? Or do I like top these shades? Because I know one of you guys commented that you would have put red on the inner corner when I did a palette bingo with this, because I got the shade Hell in mine, but I just don't, like my skin is so fair, and I feel like anything other than a really, really light shimmer shade on my inner corner just looks like it closes off my eyes. And then also with my allergies and just lack of sleep probably, but I have a little bit of redness like in my eyes, so I don't want to draw attention to that, especially the day that I filmed that palette bingo. I had either just woken up when I filmed that, or I was about to go to sleep. I don't know I don't remember which one, but it was one or the other, and oh, my eyes were like bloodshot red. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna use the shade Hell as like the outer part, so it's gonna be the wing of the liner. So I picked it up on the exact same brush, and then I'm going to use my setting spray. This is just the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. It's in my project pan right now. Okay, I'm gonna use this as the wing. And I'm gonna like blend it in on top of that shade called Muspelheim. So it's just gonna be kind of like a subtle shimmery wing, just cuz. Okay, those are not even wings. And this is the exact reason why I like to do my eyes first when I do something like this, because that was so simple to just wipe it away. And let's try again. Oh, okay, I love this. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so surprised that I like this so much. I'm gonna get more of the shade Muspelheim, which is like the medium tone of the three, and put that in the middle as well. Again, it's like a ketchup-y mustard kind of look. I'm into it. This is the thing, like I would probably really not like these shades all over the lid. So it's just about like figuring out how can I use the stuff in my collection like this, where, I mean, my eye shapes are different, by the way, so it's okay if they're a little bit different, I feel like, the wings. But I love everything else in this palette, but honestly, like this column here is just like really not my jam. But it's nice to have it in my collection because I would never buy a palette that had shades like this. So to have them in this palette really does push me out of my comfort zone. I just wish sometimes like I could just shift this over here and like move these two columns down because it's visually distracting to me. I know it's like the theme of the palette though, so I never knock the palette for that. It's just like a personal preference, but yeah, that is something I think about every so often. Typically I would use a makeup wipe and like clean up the line. I guess I'll go ahead and do that, but it didn't really get as messy as I thought it would, so that's good. Let's see if I even have a makeup wipe. I don't actually have a makeup wipe, turns out. I think I used my last like little single one. So I ended up putting some micellar water on a reusable cotton round. So I'm just gonna use this instead. And when I use this, I let it sit there for a second. And then I will wipe it away. Just like that. Just kind of like sharpens up that line a little bit. And do the same thing on the other side. I'm actually really excited about this. I think it might transfer just a little bit to like at the top part of my lid just because my eyes are hooded, but I don't know. I don't really want to add any other shadow up top, so we're just gonna have to see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna apply a ton of mascara. I just feel like that will go really nicely with this. I'm going to do this off camera because it's probably going to take me like a solid 3 minutes. So I will be right back, but I'm going to apply the Bite Upswing mascara onto just the top lids for now, or the top lashes for now. Okay, so I added a good bit of mascara. I feel like it just looks so fun. And I'm excited for when I get like my face makeup put on. I'm probably going to do like an inner corner highlight, but I'm actually filming this during the week. So I feel like it's only fitting to use my project pan and shop my stash items for this look, like for the rest of the look, because it's typically what I do during the week. So yeah, we're gonna do that. For primer, let's use the Elf Mint Melt. This is in my project pan. I already have on my SPF for my project pan, so I'm not gonna add any more of that right now. Okay, I'll let this sit for a few seconds. And I think I want to mix, no, I don't know. I think I'm just going to use this foundation actually. This is the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. This is in my project pan as well. I'm going to give it a good shake. And then, yeah, I don't think I'm going to mix it. I think I'm just going to use this one. So I'm going to pump this out onto a brush. So I'm going to go ahead and start to blend this in. Since this foundation is such a light coverage, I like to use a brush with it first. If you like to apply things with your fingers, you could definitely do that with this product as well. I don't like the feeling of foundation on my fingers very often, so I just did that in a routine like last week or earlier. Yeah, last week, so I don't really feel like doing that right now, but I'm just going to spread it out mostly with my brush. And I did put 3 pumps on, so this is going to be a little bit more coverage than it would typically have. I got it mostly spread out, so I'm going to go over it with my damp sponge. I'm happy with that kind of coverage for this look. I didn't really want to do anything like crazy today, so I think that this is good. And then I'm going to use my Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer as well. This one's in the shade Fair, and this one was in the shade L0 Shell. I love this liner. This is so much fun. It's like obviously not overwhelming because it's literally just the smallest little winged line, and I really like it. So I'm just like, okay, this was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought, okay, I'm gonna put it in the basket. I probably won't have it for weeks, you know, I'll get to it. Did not expect it to be the first one at all, like at all. All right, I'm gonna add some of that CoverGirl powder beneath the eyes, like everywhere that I want a matte powder. And then I'm gonna use my Glowish powder on the rest of my face just because I really like the finish that it gives. It's just like a nice glow to the skin, especially in person. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it doesn't really translate on camera. Other times I feel like it does. So I feel like it is right now though. You can see that sheen, right? Like it's just really, really pretty. I would not use that as a foundation, by the way, unless your skin is deeper. I do feel like if your skin was deeper, it might work out okay, but with it being such a light shade, it's just a little bit like, I don't know, frosty, and it doesn't have a lot of coverage in it. So I don't know. If you're around my skin tone, at least I would not suggest it as a foundation. All right, I'm going to use this face palette. This is the Anastasia one in the shade Italian Summer. I'm going to start out with the bronzer. I'm going to use a different blush, but I'll use the bronzer and highlight from this palette. I love this palette so much. Sometimes I hate mentioning it on my channel just because it's so stupidly overpriced. I mean, it is like it's too expensive, but I really, really love it and I do not regret purchasing it. All right, I'm gonna use my makeshift blush. This one is in my project pan as well. I made a video where I created this. It's a mixture of a sample liquid blush from Danessa Myricks in the shade Bread and Butter, and then my Elf pressed powder like for my face, and I'm so ready to be done with it. I've mentioned this before, but it's like so hard pressed that it's kind of annoying, and you have to use a lot of it to even have like any pigment. So I don't know, I do like it, but it's just how hard pressed it is kind of annoying. I like that. I really wanted like the focal point still to be on the liner, so we got some more progress out of this. We're almost done with it. I do want to go ahead and use my setting spray before I finish up like the last few things on the face. And I'm going to press everything in with my sponge. Pretty much always like to do this with setting spray. All right, I really don't want to put any liner or anything or shadow on the lower lash line. I just want to add a little bit of mascara. For this one, I'm using the Milk, what is it called? I always forget. The Milk Rise Mascara, just because the Bite wand is just too big for my lower lashes. I'm just so excited about this. Okay, so let's do brows and then we'll finish it up with probably like my go-to lip combo right now. Can you guess? Because I've been using it like every video. For the brows, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Milani Weekend Brow. For the lips, as per usual, it's gonna be this combo, KKW Beauty Nude 1 lip liner, and then Fenty Motha Luva. I just love it so much. I can't stop using it. I just can't. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of this lip liner. I don't think she's relaunched her products yet, has she? Best combo yet. Love it so much. I think that's gonna be it, you guys. I don't really want to do anything crazy. Like, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to find a way to like make it a little bit more toned down. Also, I've got a blemish coming up on my nose. I'm having a hard time with words today. What's new? As soon as I picked this card, I just really thought about how can I use this in like a more wearable kind of way. I think I achieved it. I mean, seriously, like if you just looked at me really quick, you'd probably think I had on neutral makeup, right? And then it would take a second to realize that I had on a red liner. If you're into red liner, now that I'm saying that, Sarah from Sarah Rose on YouTube has been, well, in the last couple of months, I guess, using red liner a little bit more often, and her looks are really fun with it. So maybe subconsciously I kind of got the idea from her, thinking like, how else can I use red? I don't know, but I have really been enjoying her content with like red liner. So I'm happy with how this came out. So a huge thank you to Stacy as well. I'm gonna have her Instagram page linked down below. So we're gonna have several people linked, but yeah, I'm gonna have her Instagram page linked down below because she is the one who suggested this. And I'm very, very glad that she did because I really have been putting off using this column of shadow. So if you guys have any suggestions of anything that you want me to add into the jar, just comment them down below. Send me a DM on my Instagram, whatever you gotta do. Just let me know because I seriously am so excited for this series because I really like to film Get Ready With Me's and you guys seem to really enjoy them, but sometimes I struggle with what to do. And like I said, I kind of talk myself out of some of the more creative ideas that I have. I don't know why I do that, but this is like my solution to all of those problems. So I really, really hope that you guys are so excited about this series, even half as excited as I am about them, and will be good. But let me know down below what you guys think about this. If any of you have a YouTube channel and you want to join in on this kind of like at random Get Ready With Me, then please do so. I would love to have you guys join in. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I could ramble on and on about this because I'm just really excited about it. This isn't going to be like a regularly scheduled kind of video. I'm just going to film them whenever I would normally film a Get Ready With Me, and anytime I feel like drawing from the jar, I will. I think it's going to be pretty frequent though, because I'm actually really excited about a lot of these topics that are in here. Like I'm probably going to go ahead and film another one of these like tomorrow or the next day. So I really hope that you guys like this series, or else I'm going to be kind of sad. But yeah, enough rambling from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you. Leave a pink flower emoji down below. I'll put the emoji here. I never do that, but that would be really fun. One time I said that, like if you made it this far, comment this, and you guys really surprised me that you watched all the way through my video. But with that being said, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel. At the time I'm filming this, I am so close to 900 subscribers, which just melts my heart. Thank you all so much if you're already subscribed. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!